So here's a look at my exercise program for the day in a row. I was going to use the straps, but I found that the straps were actually more of a distraction for me than more than a help. So I went ahead and got rid of those and went at it anyway. This is actually 455-pound plates and two additional 45-pound plates. Now, if you notice what I'm doing, I'm bending my knees, I'm pushing up from the heel and standing up with the weight and holding it for a moment for a full rep. And when you're doing the deadlift, you got to keep in mind that this is going to tax your entire system. This is a very exhausting exercise, and really, if you just did deadlifts, that could be a total workout in and of itself. But in order to stay in sync with what my coach is asking me to do, I'm going ahead and pushing myself at the limits and trying to handle this. I think it's approximately 345-pound deadlift. And what I do is I do one set to failure. And once I get to failure on that one set, as you can see, I'm pretty exhausted and I'm done. Weight there that you see is actually 50 pounds. And this is, we're holding up 4 counts at the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then going down. It's very important when you're doing your reps not to rush through the reps, and really that's a way of trying to making it easier. The thing about bodybuilding is this: it's not designed, your workout is not designed to be easy, and it's not really about how many reps you can do or how much weight you can move, but it's really about stimulating the muscle in its totality. And that means holding the weight, feeling every bit of the weight, and literally trying to work yourself to failure. As odd as this may sound, the objective here is to actually fail to exhaustion, like what you see right here. And when you go to one set to failure, there is no desire for doing another set, and there's no need to do another set because you've already switched on the muscle mechanism. Now we begin to take a look and go into the next exercise, which is actually hammer curls. Now I'm actually trying to do a personal best. This is the first time I've grabbed 65 pounds, and it's heavy. I mean, it's really heavy, and I'm barely getting him up there with the hammer when you can't do it in strict form. Now following that, I'm supposed to do regular dumbbell lifts, and this is the same weight, so I'm swinging it up there, and what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to let it go down as slow as I can, because you can do more weight as far as letting it go down instead of trying to pick it back up. But in either case, I've gone to exhaustion, I'm spent, we're done, that's it. Then we go to our straight bar lift. Now, this is recommended more so than the easy bar lift, because see, your bicep is actually more taxed when you use a straight bar. And you don't want to use too much momentum here, but you want to control the weight more than anything else. And I'm doing it with 225s on each side, but it is taxing enough to get me to the point of failure. And remember, that's the goal. See, now I'm struggling with it, and I'm trying to pull it up one more time and then let it down very slowly, get the most out of that last rep. Once again, everything is one set to failure, and that's it, because that's the magic of hypertrophy. As we go to this particular rope push down, I'm really pushing probably too much weight here. But the idea is to hold it 1, 2, 3, 4, and then let it up slowly. And so the thing is, once you get it all the way down, the idea is to hold it down there and let it up very slowly to get the most out of the negative. Now the next exercise that I'm doing is the dip, and these are 2 45-pound plates with my workout partner watching to make sure I don't fall back and kill myself, right? But the idea is to, once again, work myself into failure, and we add the weight on there because after you get to a certain strength level, you really can't tax yourself as much unless you go extremely slow, like 30 seconds down, 30 seconds up, 30 seconds down again. Or you could simply tax your muscles more by adding more weight to yourself. So this is an additional 90 pounds to what I'm already pushing, and that gives me the failure that I'm looking for. And last but not least, on this arms day, then I'm pushing this particular machine, focusing on the tricep. And the tricep is it's the fancy and the most appealing part of the arm, the back of the arm, and it's one of the bigger muscles that you have there. And when doing these machines, the machine is beneficial because all you have to worry about doing is just pushing the weight, not necessarily keeping a balance or anything like that. And that helps when you're trying to push yourself to failure. But you want to make sure that you stay in the seat properly, you do the weight properly, and then don't get into hero lifts. Stay at a lower weight, but control it and keep it going as it should be. And that's my arm workout.